Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with a 4-minute introduction, and we'll start with Ms. Bruner.
My name is Mary Lee Bruner, and I want to be your representative on the State Board of Education. I told you that it was 31 counties. Some people don't have a concept of what 31 counties in Texas is. It goes from Angelina County to the Red River and over to Dallas. So it's huge, and I've been in I've been in many of these counties, but it's a huge area to work, and I'm working hard because I believe in what I'm saying. Well, I believe we need to get back to basics. That's one thing I really believe in. When I say back to basics, I mean teach phonics, teach grammar rules, teach spelling rules. For heaven's sakes, teach the times tables, the multiplication times tables. And why not teach the children how to do cursive handwriting? I believe we are missing the boat on many issues in our school. They're just working so hard and they're not even covering what they need to cover. Well, on the back of the handout that I gave you, you can see my qualifications. 36 years in the public schools of Texas as a teacher, counselor, and educational diagnostician. I've taught several different areas from kindergarten through junior high school, American history, English, and literature, and several grades in between, and also special education. So I do know a lot about the curriculum, what should be taught in each grade, and I know a lot about the developmental stages of children because I have early childhood training, and I've taught kindergarten for about 13 years. People I know about public school education. I have been there, I have experienced it, and I have worked with those children that are having a hard time learning. And I'm really concerned, and that's why I'm working so hard. I have people working for me all over the state. They're passing out my materials and seeing that my message get out because we believe we've got to make some changes. Texas is the only thing that's holding the line against the federal government taking over Texas education. The Common Core that you've heard so much about is very damaging. They want to tell us everything that we can do in Texas. I don't believe you want the federal government telling us what we have to teach. They want to teach sex education in kindergarten. Do you think that they need to know how to make babies when they're 5 years old? Let them be children. Put little socks on children, on little girls with lace on their socks. Don't put pantyhose on them when they're 2 and 3 years old. And we need to get back to basics, and we need to teach the children our Texas values. And when I say Texas values, I've been made fun of for that. I know it. In newspapers, in articles, and even on TV when I say Texas values. I'll tell you what I mean by Texas values. I think that in Texas we believe that a family has a father and a mother, not 2 mommies or 2 daddies. And we believe that most of us believe in the Bible. Well, you know, I've been made fun of because I believe there was really a man named Noah, and he really built an ark, and he really put pairs of animals on the ark to preserve the species. Wow. And I've been made fun of because I believe in, because I'm a Christian. You know, I know that evolution is science and Christianity, creation is considered religion. But if you're going to teach evolution as a theory, which it is, it's a theory, it has not been proven. If you're going to teach it as a theory, teach the strengths and the weaknesses, and the theory will fall into space. It is not a law like the law of gravity. I've testified before the State Board of Education, and that's what the liberal professors tried to say. They said it's a law like the law of gravity, just like if you place an apple right here, it will fall down. It is not a law. We need to teach the children the truth in education and not political correctness. Thank you so much.
It's not miracles, unless she's paying for it.
You better not steal stuff.
Howdy, my name is Hank Carey, running for State Board of Education, District 9. I appreciate you taking the time to be here. 30 years of upholding our founding fathers' principles in the Republican Party, it's time for me to continue that endeavor on the State Board of Education. While speaking with my youngest daughter about this race, she asked me to do something about education. She said, "Dad, I was 9th in the class of one of the best school districts in East Texas, and I was unprepared for college." By the way, she also was state titleist in journalism, and she was still unprepared for college. The fact is, within this, hearing those words only confirmed my decision to run for the State Board of Education. I live in the Lindell area for the past 21 years, delightfully married to my beautiful bride, Jennifer, for 33, a very long-suffering, patient woman. We have 5 children, ranging from 32 to 18, 4 with college degrees, and the youngest in their freshman year of college. The State Board of Education has a constitutional mandate to oversee the permanent school fund, currently valued at $30 billion. The other 4 remaining responsibilities of the board, authorized by the legislature and can be removed by the legislature, are setting curriculum standards, reviewing and adopting instructional materials, establishing graduation requirements, and appointing board members to military reservation and special school districts. As previously stated, I have over 30+ years upholding the Founding Fathers' principles in the Republican Party. My first endeavor was becoming a senatorial district credentials committee chairman in Houston back in the 80s. It was jumping into the fire. I have been a precinct chairman for most of those years. I've been the resolutions chairman for Smith County for the past 14 years and on the committee prior to that. I have been I've been on the State Credentials Committee once, the State Nominations Committee once, the State Platform Committee 3 times. I've been a delegate to the State Convention over 3 times. The fact is, within this, when Mary Lou speaks about all of these things, she's right. We need to get back to the basics. But my first point is this. Those basics, homeschoolers are using, and they don't have a BA, MA, or PhD. They still know what the basics are. The basics occurred way before even the educational establishment that we have today. Those basic foundational principles have been there for a long time. With that being said, I will now digress to the fact that I have been the treasurer for the Republican Party, treasurer for the Republican Club for the past decade. I've been a treasurer for the high school referees, recreational referees, and 2 churches. Somebody thinks I can take care of money. That's what we're supposed to do on the State Board of Education. That is our constitutional mandate, and that's what I'm going to keep an eye on. As to the other side of the point, that we have the curriculum and so on, our founding father, John Adams, said what? He said, this system is only designed for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate for the government of any other. We must get back to the basics of that. The founding fathers believed in a creator, and therefore we must get back to that founding principle of the morals behind that. Self-government is required. Thank you.